Oh, excuse me. I'm just deciding where I want to go to eat, and the Arizona Republic has a new dining critic, Andi Berlin, that I thought I would check in with. In fact, let me introduce you to Andi Berlin. Andi, listen, welcome to the show and welcome to the pages of the Arizona Republic. We have about 30 seconds devoted to your biography. So tell everybody about where you came from.
All right. Well, I was raised in Chandler, Mesa area, went to Dobson School.
Yes.
Down to Tucson for college to go to the U of A.
Bear
stayed
down.
15 years, and now I'm back.
Yes, and now you're back where God intended you to be, amidst the 7,000 or more restaurants that we have, restaurants and just people who offer food. How do you choose one to write about at least every week?
Well, I am just digging in already. I've only been working for about a week now, but I've already hit up 3 or 4 places. I'm trying to go all over the valley, West Valley, East Valley, Phoenix, Scottsdale. I want to go everywhere. I like going to places that other people aren't writing about. I like writing about mom and pop businesses that you're not going to get a press release about, so expect to see that from me. But you know, I'm just going. I'm gonna hit a lot of places.
Okay, well, obviously you love your job. You're a foodie, as am I. But I wonder if there are places that you avoid. Some of your predecessors never would write about a chain. Or a resort, even a major dining experience at a resort. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't enjoy writing about the chains either, but I think that we have to acknowledge the chains. I think that there are a lot of trendy chains from other states that people are excited about when they come into the valley. You know, for example, Shake Shack, the burger place from New York. I'm not sure if I would do a full review on Shake Shack, but I do think it's important to put in the dining section somewhere because people do care about it. But as far as places I would avoid, maybe like a sports bar with bad food. But if it was a sports bar with delicious Korean fried chicken, then I would love it.
Not just a sports bar, but a sports bar with bad food. That's a good sign that we should be careful. Let's talk about warning signs. I don't mean specific restaurants, but what should we as diners look out for? Are there some caution signs that would perhaps tell us, maybe not this place?
Yeah, I mean, I try to be really open to a restaurant before I go in there. I can't really think of a warning sign off of the top of my head. I have had, a handful of really bad dining experiences, but to be honest, sometimes it's a surprise. I think that the positive signs that you can look out for are maybe there's a line, maybe you see a line out the door. That means that place is buzzworthy and people are excited to check it out. Maybe it's in a strip mall. I love restaurants that are in strip malls that are mom and pop shops. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to stay open right now.
Listen, Andi, this is just between the two of us. Don't any of you pass this on to anybody that owns a restaurant. Andi, there's a certain degree of anonymity to writing a column in a newspaper. But see, you're on television now. This is your first step on a stairway to stardom. And so there could be some recognition among restaurant owners and head chefs when you walk in the door. What prevents you from getting special service and attention in order for them to get a good review?
Yeah, so the concept of anonymity in a restaurant critic has been falling by the wayside over the last 5 years, I'd say. The most popular restaurant critic in the country, Jonathan Gold, from Los Angeles, at the end of his career, he decided to ditch the anonymity cloak because everybody knew what he looked like already. So I think that for me, some people might know who I am, but first of all, I don't really focus on a lot of those restaurants that are even going to know who I am anyway. I'm going to a lot of smaller mom and pop places. And I think that even if they do know who I am, they're probably not going to be able to miraculously change their food 200%, when I walk. They might be able to tweak a few little things and give me some extra attention. To be honest, I don't even really like getting extra attention. So if that's your technique, it's not going to work on me. But I think that, we're all trying our best. And, I respect restaurants for doing that. I don't want to scare anybody by walking in.
So if Andi, if they bring you a pot of 7 or 8 lobsters, that would be a tip-off.
I only eat 9 lobsters at a time. If it's 7 or 8, that's not good for me. I need 9.
Okay, listen, I'm going to ask you to talk about something now instantly that might otherwise cause you to go back for several minutes saying, where would I go? I'm asking you right now for an answer. You've traveled nationally. You've traveled internationally. Tell us what single place you would go back to, not in Arizona, anywhere else that you would go back to for a meal because you were so impressed.
A single restaurant?
Yes.
All right. I'm just going to do something off the top of my head. Let's see. Well, I was just in Portland, Oregon, and I know that Portland, Oregon, everyone's always going to Portland, Oregon. It's a huge food city. I had the pleasure of going there for the first time a few weeks ago. And I ate they have an incredible Thai food scene in Portland, Oregon. Just amazing. So I ate at this restaurant called Farmhouse Kitchen in Portland. And it was a little bit fancier, on the fancier side for a Thai restaurant. But they have these curry beef, cow soy is what it's called. Soy noodles with a beef shank.
Wait, Farmhouse. Wait, hold on, Andi. Farmhouse and Portland, Oregon, Thai food. I'm writing that down because I get to Oregon every once in a while. Right before we finish, quickly tell people where to look for reviews besides the paper.
So I'm on azcentral.com. If you just go to the dining section on azcentral.com, the Arizona Republic. Or you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. My name is Andi Berlin. I'm very easy to find. Or Twitter, also Andi Berlin. I post all of my articles on social media. You can follow me that way. Follow the dining section on Instagram or Things to Do on Facebook, Arizona Republic Things to Do. There are a lot of ways you can follow.
Andi, that's far more information than I was interested in. If you see Andi at the next table, that means the place is probably pretty good. Andi Berlin, and you get a chance to meet her right here. I'm Pat McMahon.